So, are you ready for it? The next behemoth social media platform for health professionals is a platform called So there's obviously something to social media marketing, as there's 1.5 million digital marketing experts clawing at your business these days. The reason is, though, is because it works. Now, as a health professional in private practice, marketing can be an essential way for growing your patient base. You know, it's true that nothing beats internal referrals for maximized growth of quality new patients, but for practices of all sizes, having that steady flow of new patients coming in passively relieves some stress and will definitely free up some time to improve your skills for higher numbers of internal referrals. Now, there's many ways to market your practice, and for the first 8 years in practice for me, I was mainly doing screenings and talks. I would stand all weekend long, almost every weekend at trade shows and malls and try to get into as many businesses as possible to speak. Now, I didn't mind speaking, but the screenings were so draining. But nonetheless, I wanted to bring everything to the table to grow as much as possible. So we started experimenting with other forms of marketing, and the first stop for us was print. And huzzah, it worked. But it didn't produce all the time, and it was quite expensive, meaning a complete flop of $2,000 with zero return was hard to absorb when funds were limited in the early days. Now, print, I think, should still be considered as an option if you have the budget, because it does work if done properly. However, the added bonus to shifting to digital marketing is that you can create ads that can be interactive and also allow for social proof, which is like having a referral from someone you don't even know. And just a little side note, this is part of the New Patient Generator secret sauce. We leverage our family health advocacy brand and credibility to our clients' marketing campaigns to improve quality and trust for their audiences. So what's wrong with the current popular social media platforms? Now, we've been managing Facebook ads for over 4 years, and the results have been very consistent for our clients, while we hear from some people that they've had mixed results from using other marketers. And they've mentioned that basically they got started out of the gate strong for the first month or two, and then the numbers completely dropped off. And you know what? When we first started, we had the same problem. And the reason for it was a lack of content. But after all this time, I believe we accumulated the biggest archive of converting content for natural health professionals in the world. And because we manage our clients' campaign with our custom programmed monitoring system at the New Patient Generator, we have our finger on the pulse to change up the content the second that there's any red flags. The old set and forget method doesn't really work, which I believe is the source of the problem for a lot of our competitors. Nonetheless, we've all been using Facebook as the main platform for marketing, and the reason is because it's the best, and it can give you right now the biggest bang for your buck. However, I'm sure you heard the news over the last year or so about Facebook, major security concerns, and more recently now, because of world events, they've started to censor content, which is not good for natural health professionals. And probably the biggest problem, if you can get past any censoring limitations, is for years now, they have been restricting everyone's organic content reach to their audiences. Ouch. Yes, that stings. They adopted a pay-to-play model a while back, so all that time and money that you invested to gain followers on your page has really only produced a number for you, and you'll have to pay again to reach those people with your messages. Considering this, the security issues, and now the censorship, more people than ever are saying that the Facebook boat is sinking, but those same people, however, aren't leaving because there's nothing else yet. They are waiting for a brand new social media that will completely take over the king of social. And I even have friends and family that are worried about me, considering my whole business revolves around Facebook having a solid community. But you know what? I'm not worried. They're expecting a max exodus from the platform, but I'm very skeptical of that happening. And the current numbers of users on Facebook show that I've been right so far. While I agree there will be other new social platforms that will rival Facebook, but despite all the problems I've just detailed, still no max exodus. So rather than expecting Facebook to crash and die out while other platforms will reign supreme, I predict another will rise to rival Facebook, kind of like Twitter, and will coexist. And this is good news for anyone that uses Facebook for new patients. This is what we want. More platforms that can produce quality new patients for an affordable price like Facebook can. Because of right now, none of the other platforms come close. Now, I won't go into tremendous detail about why that is in this video, but first let me explain the difference between, say, Google and Facebook, because we get asked about Google ads a lot. Generating new patients with search marketing like Google ads can be done. In fact, there's a whole section in my book, The New Patient Generator, on this topic. And just a reminder, you can download the first 5 chapters of my book for free by clicking the link that's on this page. But there are some awesome advantages to marketing for new patients through social media like Facebook or Instagram versus a search engine like Google. The main differences between Facebook and Google is that Google's search ads are intent-based ads, meaning people are actively searching with intent to find something. And the bonus for this is that if somebody is looking to buy something, then they should be more likely to buy something. The downsides are that the audience size is generally smaller, and other marketers know that these people are the likely buyers, so the competition for this ad space is limited, which drives up the price. And I've heard of people paying $100 a click, which is astronomical, because that doesn't even guarantee that that person will request an appointment with you. And unfortunately, because of the style of search engine listings, you're stuck with just a basic text advertisement, making it difficult to stand out. So typically people are motivated to use astronomical offers to earn clicks, which we've observed to kill the quality of the patients. And unlike a platform like Facebook, where you can offer videos that can educate right within the ad, so these ads are more like TV commercials then, educating people on a topic and helping them to take action. This way, we don't have to wait for them to start searching, which this increases then the advertising audience size and ends up costing much less. Another thing that you lose with search ads is the ability for people to engage. The fact that people can react, comment, or tag others has a huge advantage. It will add another layer of trust to your ads. While some people get concerned about negative comments, in fact, we haven't seen that affect the results, and in most cases it actually improves the results as it allows you to shine with your knowledge. Now, with obvious trollers, you can just remove the comments anyway, and the people with real concerns, however, can be addressed, making your ad even stronger. And finally, one of the most powerful differences is the ability to have social proof with your ads. Now, I explained this earlier, how we use the social proof of our brand, Family Health Advocacy, on Facebook to boost results for our done-for-you clients. But any ads that are running will display friends of theirs that follow that page already, which this acts like a free referral for the ad if you have a large following. And we've organically grown our following over the last 4 years, and because of this, it's a solid feature for us to lend the credibility to our clients. And if you're running ads yourself, then this applies to everybody that's following you as well. So why social media marketing versus print? Now, as I've mentioned, print advertising is fantastic and should be considered. It can cost a little more, and if you don't get it right, then yes, it can be costly. But I've had lots of luck with print in the past. But same goes for print that we just discussed with search marketing. You lose that media-rich opportunity to showcase yourself in action. There's no opportunity for videos here. Plus, you lose the incredibly powerful features of engagement and social proof. Now, this is why keeping an eye on what new social platforms are emerging is so important, and that's what makes this video so important. Now, what are the important features of a social platform for new patient marketing? So when considering what the next big social platform will be for health professionals that will produce results like Facebook, we have to consider the attributes of what makes Facebook work so well. So the first is the wide age range of users that Facebook has, which is the widest of all social platforms in Canada, the United States, Australia, and the UK. And I believe it's because they are the most popular, which helps because that makes it so well known by everybody. Even my 89-year-old grandmother is on Facebook, and if you're lucky, you'll see her cheering on her grandson on my posts. But Facebook is also really easy to use with a simple interface. And the networking ability with past friends and family creates a sense of community that not many other platforms have accomplished. Because the content or the purpose of the platform is quite general, it also allows for appeal to a greater number of people, which helps to stretch the ages of the users. The second attribute is the ability to target your advertising to local people to your business. Now, luckily, we can do this fairly precisely with most platforms because it's a waste to pay to advertise your practice to people that are too far away to drive to see you. Now, the third important attribute is having the right type of audience. Now, this is the reason why Facebook works so much better than, say, Twitter. And I believe the reasons that people use a platform like Twitter characterizes the majority of the audience there. So that's a platform that's designed for ranting. It's highly used for news and political discussion. It's highly entertaining maybe, but the best for, not the best for what we can accomplish. And I believe the worst part of a platform like that is that it's very prone to fake users or profiles. So you can create a profile and comment with no accountability. Whereas there's a little more credibility to Facebook profiles than what you would find on Twitter. So having a platform where the users are verified in some way will be better for our goals. Now, number 4, if we have a platform that ticks all those boxes so far, then the final key is having something like Facebook's newsfeed, a single place where all the content flows, where the majority of the users are glued for as many hours as possible in a day. I believe this is essential for effective paid advertising online. We're getting closer to the moment you've all been waiting for. My prediction for the next big social platform that will rival Facebook for cost efficiency, effectiveness, and quality of patience. But before I do, I just want to mention the benefits of one overlooked, already popular platform for building an audience for your practice. This is my honorable mention for your focus this year. And that platform is YouTube. Yes, you'll see that even I'm behind on this platform too, but I came to the following realization, which I'm about to share, that has caused me to create a new channel for the New Patient Generator. Now, remember one of the major problems with Facebook? How you invested all this time and money into building an audience, and then when you want to present your content to that audience, you have to pay again to make sure everybody is shown that content? Yeah, that really crappy thing that Facebook does. Well, YouTube doesn't do that. And they never will. Every single video you post, all of your subscribers will be notified. That's huge. You won't get that on Facebook. You won't get that on Instagram. Remember, YouTube makes their money from showing ads within the videos, so they want more people to watch your content, not less. So for this reason, if you're considering investing time and money into a platform for regular communication with your patients and your external audience, beyond simply emailing them, then my advice is YouTube. Now, what is the #1 social platform that will be the best for health professionals in the near future? Okay, I've given a hint that my prediction for the next best platform for marketing is not TikTok. Although lots of talk about this platform and many marketers are saying it's going to be the next big thing for marketing online. And, on the surface, I think that's justified. The platform is growing fast and it already has a massive amount of users. So you may have even trusted this advice and have spent some precious energy creating and sharing its signature short video clips. However, my advice is to hold fast on that effort for now because we're not yet seeing the age range we'll need for successful marketing of your practice on this platform. So, are you ready for it? The next behemoth social media platform for health professionals is a platform called Nextdoor. This platform is described on its website as a neighborhood hub for trusted connections and exchange of helpful information, goods, and services. We believe by bringing neighbors together, we can cultivate a kinder world where everyone has a neighborhood they can rely on. Building connections in the real world is a universal human need. That truth and the reality that neighborhoods are one of the most important and useful communities in our lives have been a guiding principle for Nextdoor since the beginning. Neighbors in the United States, United Kingdom, France, Germany, the Netherlands, Italy, Spain, Australia, Denmark, Sweden, and Canada are using Nextdoor. So how does that sound? This is why it's my pick, because the concept is brilliant. And it's not new. They've been growing steady since 2011 with over 260,000 neighborhoods around the world, which is massive. And it has the highly appealing objective of connecting people within your local community, and the interface is very similar and it has a familiar feel like Facebook, which I think is important. However, one extremely important distinct feature is that 100% of these users are verified. You need to prove that you live at a specific address or own a business within a neighborhood to sign up. So think about how powerful that is. A platform with all real users that are interested in everything going on in your community. Your practice is limited to local, and this whole platform has been built for the locals. And the absolute cherry on top is that recommending things for others within a neighborhood is built right into the platform. And over 76% of members have been influenced by recommendations. So I hope you can understand how perfect this is for what we are trying to accomplish. Now, the only downside is right now it's still growing. It may not have enough users yet in your neighborhood, but the good news is that it's growing fast, and eventually, if I'm right, which I think I am, this platform will be massive, and getting involved here early will be worth your while. So that's it. Nextdoor will be the social platform that will rival Facebook as the best for health professionals and become another amazing source to acquire quality patients. So don't forget, it's never an all or nothing solution with this stuff. The best practice is to hit from as many angles as possible. So don't forget that I show you all these angles in my book, The New Patient Generator, which you can get the first 5 chapters for free just by clicking the button or link on this page. So I hope you got something out of this. Have an awesome day.